Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here, and if you are new, thank you as well, and thank you for supporting my channel. My name is Rachel, and I hope you are still enjoying, and I am still reaching you all, and I really super appreciate it. And if you would like, send me some love so that I can keep my channel growing. And I just want to say thank y'all so much for, considering, all the love that you've given me. And I really, like I said, I really do appreciate it. And just thanks so much for giving me thumbs up, commenting, sharing, subscribing. It's beneficial to me. It's beneficial to you. I'm giving you good content, I hope. And I just really thank you for helping me with the growth of my channel. It's just really amazing. And I thought I would go ahead and give you one today because I have two of these Revlon palettes that I have been using on and off the past couple days, and I thought I would go ahead and give you. I decided to do the gray a second time. The Revlon Color Stays. These are absolutely beautiful. They come with 3 shadows and a liner, like this one in the bottom. It's a really beautiful black, really super soft eyeliner, and it doesn't, fade off, all that much. If it was just for sitting at home, it probably wouldn't fade off. It has faded off just a little bit at work, but no complaints. It gets washed off at the end of the day. This one is in 525 in Siren. And like I said, it has the grays, the taupe. This one up top here, it's kind of like real soft. Almost like a gray shellac, kind of. It's a beautiful palette to work with, and it's good for like those beautiful casual looks if you're just looking to go out, like casual date, like sweater, jeans, something like that. Now if you wanted to go a little bit more party circuit, I've got this one. This is number 580 in Gorgeous. Has the blues and that silver, really pretty. That bright blue, like for really hyping up and making your eyes look like absolute magic. The silver to try to do more like a halo eye, kind of. They have somewhat instructions on the back to make it more for a day to night, since these are considered day to night palettes. This one is just a regular color stay. It's not your day to night, although if you put that gray in there, it's gonna look, kind of nighttime, and you could probably swap out and use some of that silver out of this palette to make it kind of I don't know how to describe it. This one has, I don't know what it is about, these blues, especially if you have brown eyes, it would look really good. Blue can look good on anybody as long as you work it correctly and have the right tools and the right know-how. There are really no rules when it comes to makeup, and I have seen other people's channels. They probably know more than I do, but it's just some of their advice, I just don't take, because I've learned otherwise, from other people, and I've learned, from my friends through the years, and I've learned from my mom, from my nan. She just was really good at makeup herself. The one thing you got to take care of is your skin before you even consider putting makeup on your face. Don't go buying stuff like, I'm trying to remember what that stuff is. Don't buy a line of any kind of like skincare without consulting a dermatologist first. I mean, I think, if I'm not mistaken, my mom took me to a dermatologist. She also took me to an esthetician, if I'm not mistaken. It helps to know your skin's needs and issues before you even put makeup on your face. I used a couple products today to kind of make this look the way it does. I did use on top of my vitamin C cream a little bit of the AHA treatment for glass skin glow. It's a Global Beauty Care, and a lot of people think, that just because you're getting something from the dollar store doesn't mean it's bad for you. Okay, some of those products are actually decent for your skin, and it just made everything look really, really super dewy, really, really healthy. I used some of that Rimmel Lasting Finish 24-hour breathable. If you need something with water in it for hydration, some foundations have the first ingredient as being water, which is actually one of the ingredients that you need to have. If you wanted more of a more dewy finish, there's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundation. I like the beige spectrum on makeup because if I do anything any lighter than a beige, it just makes me look very, very pale. I mean, very pale. Pop the light back a little bit. I don't know if you can tell. And there's also light coming in from the outside. A little irritating. I used now normally when you have dry skin, you would want to use products, that are more like cream based. I did use a cream blush. These are the Wet n Wild Mega Glow. These are the Vitamin E Mega Glow cream blushes. You can see just a little bit of a flush here and there. This is like in a deep rose, which I really enjoy working with. If you wanted more of a super sheen to your skin and without that glowy gold, you could probably use their highlighter, the illuminator that I have. I think it's in the Nude Strikes Back, I think. When the Nude Strikes Back, yeah. This one is in, I Say It Ain't Rose. Some of those little descriptions for that are kind of corny, really, but at least you're getting some kind of description, even if it's a little weird. There's that highlighter, really, really nice if you're looking for a soft dewy look, which is nice when you have dry skin. If you have dry skin, do not use matte products unless you're going out in the sun and you're gonna like half bake or half melt. Please make sure if you're going out in the sun and you don't have like skin like my husband does, and when they turn copper going into the sun, you should see his tan. It's amazing because he is like outside most of the time at his job, and it's just crazy. He's part Native American Indian from both sides of his family, and it's just amazing how dark he gets. It's crazy. I didn't have the highlighter that I wanted to use, since I didn't want, you know, a silvery look. I wanted more of like a golden tone highlighter, so I used my Milani. The flashing lights, the hypnotic light. These are nice. Even though I accidentally got some of my rose colored blush in there, it still comes out looking kind of golden. Really nice. When I got this, I couldn't wait to use it. It's a really, really nice product. Used some of the So Defined from Wet n Wild. Now this is a volumizing and defining mascara. It is a really, really good product, even for being, you know, about like $5 range, something like that. Just really nice. I mean, looking at that brush, really nice. I had tried a mascara underneath it, you know, just to, you know, like see if it worked or not. The Extended Lash Lengthening Mascara from Believe. I swiped this out of a bag that, out of stuff, you know, that my daughter wasn't using, and you can tell from the tube that it might have been, you know, might have been used. Don't know how much she would have used it, but nice wand, nice little brush there. The first couple coats, they were kind of making my lashes look a little wimpy, but you know, I used it maybe just to prime my lashes a little bit before putting something else on it. It doesn't hurt, you know, to try, you know, basing your lashes with something else before you put what you want on it. Sometimes it helps. I use a lot of concealer in certain places, because no matter how much sleep I get, sometimes I still look really, really tired. This is the Essentially Ageless from Be Pure. This is the stuff you're going to find in your local Dollar Tree. It's nice stuff. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It does have the hyaluronic acid. It does not have the squalene, which is good, because that's a byproduct of, I think, sharks, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they technically put that kind of stuff in makeup anymore. If they do, I don't know about it. But my brows, technical brow powder from the Marie Claire. I actually like these, even for being a Dollar Tree find. When I do any contouring, I don't really work from a contour palette. It's really not necessary for me. Let me see if I can find these things that I've been using. Because I'm trying to think. Everybody's face is different. I'm gonna pull mine back. I'll pull it with a scrunchie. I'm just gonna pull it straight up. Now, I curled my hair today because I hadn't done anything with it for like 2 days. But, you know, I'm gonna pull it straight up into a ponytail. When you look at someone's face, and this is scientific as well as cosmetic, your brow ridge sets for like about right in here. Scientifically, women have a higher orbital range than a man. In the medieval ages, they used to pluck the whole way back because they felt, you know, the top of the bone in the top of your face, like from let's see, from the brow ridge and setting it just a little bit higher, they would take it back like so far because they felt that that was the most beautiful thing about women in medieval times was their high foreheads. So they kind of like plucked the whole way back. Is that weird? But you got to really consider the shape of your face before you go doing anything to it contour wise. When I contour, I use probably the wrong products, but this is what I do for my face, because I have Scandinavian features here. I have high, broad cheekbones. I only highlight very little over the top, you know, just to create light. But I use, what is this anyway? This is Flesh in Apricot Strudel. It's a medium toned. Let me find a brush here. I could probably just use my finger. My hands aren't dirty. Just a nice thing to try using. I don't really use it for anything other than, you know, like starting my highlight zone. And your highlight zone should be like right in here and through the width between the rest of your face and your jawline, depending of course on your heritage as well, because sometimes some faces they might be a little broad but set a little bit lower, or unless you're like my husband, Native American Indian, they're a little bit higher. They have really high cheekbones, kind of like us Vikings. It's a nice feature to have. I usually just, you know, highlight through here with mine, and depending on you, you know, just take it as far back as maybe like close to where the tip of your brow is compared to the top of your technical top of your cheekbone. I use like right through here, like from here back, like towards the ear. This is a concealer that's just a little bit deeper than my skin tone, so I use it, and it works. It works just as good as any other product out there, just to shape out where the hollows on my cheeks would be. It's a blending sponge, and also one of these is from e.l.f. Flawless Face. And I'll take it like right down underneath my jawline, you know, just to shape out my jawline and kind of take away the heaviness underneath here. Scientifically, your contour should be according to your face structure, and if you go onto Instagram or other places here on YouTube, and they're telling you this is the only way that you should contour, that is incorrect, because it depends on your face structure. Don't let some pro tell you that this is the only way that you should be contouring, because you need to contour according to your face structure, because not everybody has the same kind of face. This is a product that I picked up originally for contouring because I didn't have a contour shade at the time. This is L'Oreal True Match in deep, I think it is, because it's a little bit deeper than skin tone, especially for me. If it's a True Match for a darker skin tone, that's a True Match for a darker skin tone. But never let anybody tell you, you know, you don't need to go out and like get expensive products to create one original look according to your face shade, because that is just ridiculous. I take mine like right through here, because I take my highlight right from here and the whole way down to about it's about even with the lip line. It is not hard to contour, it just takes a lot of patience. I like a well contoured face because it makes my face look normal. I was born with somewhat of a round face, so I kind of have to, you know, work with what I have, and that's technically what you should do. You should work with what you have. Don't let anybody here on YouTube or anybody else tell you differently. I might not be a professional, but I'm telling you, it depends on your face structure. Don't let them tell you that there's only one way to do it. I have been told that when you apply blush, that it should come straight in more towards your nose, that it's a more youthful way of doing it. Like if you're up in your early to mid 50s like I am, or even if you're a little bit over and you want to make yourself look a little bit more youthful, and do what you want, you know. Don't let anybody else, you know, tell you that this is the only way to do it, because that is incorrect. That is very incorrect. When I first started doing makeup at the age of 15, and I am going on I just turned 53 in March. I don't take anybody's advice for complete, you know, whatever. It's not complete gospel, because I have learned from people that, you know, it's your face, do what you want with it. I have been using this on my lips today because I thought it kind of went with the rosy tones that I decided to use. You can use whatever products you like and whatever you are using. I just happen to be a more budget-friendly type of person. This was in an Etsy, I believe, or what is it? I can't remember. I think it might be one of those Etsy bags that some people get every month. Or I can't remember what they're called. I know it's similar to a BoxyCharm. I'll think of it. But this was in there. This is a Color Rash product. It's a lip gloss. There's no technical name to it, but if I had to create a name for this, it would probably be Black Rose, because it's a deep rose and it's almost gothic. There you go. Almost gothic. But even though I'm the one that, you know, technically learned from everybody, from my friends to family, you know, about makeup. I mean, it's your face. Do what you want with it. You know, don't let everybody else tell you, you know, there's only one way to do it. So thanks so much, and I will see you in the next one. Love you so very much. Bye, guys.